But in other words, my next topic, man, um, Eddie Hearn, man. Eddie Hearn said some interesting things, man, recently, man, talking about. Let me read this tweet. Eddie Hearn said, "My boy Doobie stupid." I see what he said. So Eddie Hearn, what is that? So Eddie Hearn says that Shakur Stevenson is willing to sit on the shelf until the fall to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, even if Williams Zepeda wins the Tevin Farmer rematch. So obviously he said that before the Tevin Farmer rematch. And then, of course, Shakur, he spoke last night saying that he would like to fight um, Tank or Lamont Roach if they don't fight each other. Basically, like he's still in play trying to fight Lamont Roach for some reason. Like, and then you got Keyshawn on the same path. Like these guys weird trying to fight Lamont Roach because they know something. They know what it is. They know Tank gonna beat Lamont Roach in that rematch. That's what that's all about for sure, man. So we see the play. We see the vibes, man, for sure, man. But Shakur is willing to sit out and wait for Tank. I don't think he should be willing to wait because this is the play for real. Tank's fighting Lamont Roach June 21st. And then you got to look at it. You got Lomachenko on horizons. Tank was trying to reach out to fight Lomachenko after the Lamont Roach fight. Aegis Kilmus, Tank's manager, he's on record on YSM Sports Media saying that if Lomachenko comes back this year, he wants to fight Tank Davis. So put two and two together. Tank, Lamont Roach, June 21st. Tank, Lomachenko possibly. No, Lomachenko may come back with a tune-up fight maybe beforehand. Or, he comes straight back and he just like, oh, I'm coming straight at it and I'm fighting Tank towards the end of this year. So it looked like Tank got his year probably locked in for real. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's going to fight Keyshawn. Because now, like I said before, PBC and Top Rank, they're establishing more of a working relationship with each other right now. And Bob Arum closely said that they're, trying to work a lot with Gervonta Davis with fights with him. The only two reality fights that can happen for us, Tank with guys from Top Rank is Lomachenko and Keyshawn. And from what I heard, salute to my boy KO Boxing, he was mentioning that the guy that Tank was gonna call out after the fight, he thought it was gonna be Keyshawn, and I'm like, I'm in agreement with it because it didn't make any sense for him to call out anybody for real. Like I knew he wasn't gonna call out Lomachenko. I already knew he wasn't calling out Shakur because he gave many notions that he wasn't gonna call out Shakur for real, honestly. So I'm like, man, my God, it gotta be Keyshawn for real. You know what I'm saying? And I got a video up, one of the shorts of when I was talking about that in particular, too, before the fight. But yeah, man, I think right now with Shakur, I think he shouldn't be willing to wait. Like right now, Zepeda just had his fight last night. He won. I think that's the fight to make. I think he shouldn't be waiting for smoke. Go and get your one fight out of the year, your second fight out of the year, done and over with. You know what I'm saying? Why wait on Tank? Why wait on Lamont Roach? You're not fighting Roach because Tank is going to fight Roach. You know what I'm saying? So you can get that out of the air. If you're not fighting Zepeda, then who are you going to fight, Shakur? And it goes back, what's next for Shakur? You're going to have to fight them Javier Herrera. If you don't fight Javier Herrera, if you ain't fighting Zepeda or you ain't fighting Tank, we know you ain't fighting Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? If you fight Joe Cordina, we're going to cook you for it. We're going to cook you for it. That's just a fact. We're going to fry you for it, Shakur. So don't fight nobody else but Zepeda for real at this point. Like Zepeda is the best fight for Shakur right now with how the landscape look. Everybody look like they busy. Keyshawn look like he about to fight Edwin De Los Santos. Tank about to fight Lamont. Loma, he chilling. He want to fight Tank. He don't even want to fight you. Because he want to fight the guy with the high risk and the high reward. He don't want to fight the guy with high risk and low reward. That's how Loma looks at Shakur and Keyshawn. He look at both of them guys as high risk, low reward. So he would rather fight a guy like Tank with high risk, high reward. That's just how the game is, man. And it goes into what I said as far as the caption of this video. The boxing game revolves around Tank Davis, bro, in so many ways. And this is an absolute example of why right here. You know what I mean? Tank and all these guys trying to pick at and trying to fight Lamont Roach. You got Keyshawn and Shakur want to pick at and fight Lamont Roach. Tank can take your fight away that y'all want. Tank can take away a Williams to pay the fight from Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Tank can take away Edwin De Los Santos fight from Keyshawn if he wanted. Tank is the money man at 135. He's the biggest fight for all of the guys at 135. He's the standard for 135. All of y'all guys are trying to be at his level. Y'all trying to get the money that he's making. You see Keyshawn, they made. I meant to say this the other day too, and I gotta say it now. Top Rank that made that man Keyshawn cut his dreads off, bro, and put a suit on, bro, and really stick with this whole businessman, whole ego that he got going on. The businessman, man. I respect it though. I respect it. I peeped the play. But they literally made that man cut his dreads off and put a suit on and be talking like he a real businessman. And by the way, he didn't sell out in that fight against Bernchek and MSG, but that's a whole nother story. We ain't gonna talk about it. But Tank is the measure though. He's the standard. And y'all hold Tank at a higher standard than y'all hold other fighters. And it clearly be showing every day. But a lot of you guys that don't like Tank, y'all all contradict yourself for us that situation in particular with Tank. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how that shit moves, bro. And shit is nasty work. But like I said before, Shakur shouldn't wait for anybody, bro. Like, if you don't get this ZEPADA fight, go get you another fight. Javier Herrera, you know what I'm saying? That's the fight that I think he should fight. I don't want to see him versus Joe Cordina. But ZEPADA's the main fight that I want for Shakur. I mainly want Tank. Don't get it twisted. I want Tank and Shakur out of all of these fights. I'm really mad this shit happened with Tank and Roach, to be honest, because I really want Tank and Shakur to fight more than all these fights, to be quite honest. You know what I'm saying? That's the main fight I want. But in particular, with how the landscape is right now, I'm saying in general, Tank, Roach already happening. Loma, he chilling. You know what I'm saying? He waiting on Tank. And Keyshawn probably got Edwin smoke. You know what I mean? Shakur, ZEPADA, he available now. Eddie, Oscar, make that fight happen like I said before. Put the fight on. Gotta put the fight on, man, for sure, bro. And it goes into my next topic, man.